Hey there guys, welcome to this video and podcast that will be being uploaded as soon as I can get it up. So if you are watching this as a video on YouTube, you can see the new look footage of this. I will explain some of the bits later, but obviously down over there you can see that we've added the scoreline and the badges above it. We've got the statistics down there. Below me we have the attacking momentum, so you can see how we attacked and how much we attacked. So we are the bottom team in this one and they are the top team. You have the league table below that, and both teams, oh sorry, I forget this is mirrored sometimes. Both teams and the ratings I've given our team and the man of the match is on that side. So we're going to start off with obviously talking about the game. So looking at the game, we started off quite positively and we had quite a lot of momentum in the game. We pushed forward, we had a lot of shots early. Statistically in the first half, we'd had 7 shots and they'd had 2. We'd had 4 on target, they'd had 1. We looked like the better team within that first half. But obviously going into half time at 1-1 was a bit of a hit because the goal went in the 36th minute. We were on top. We probably didn't deserve to concede that goal, and we had a lovely goal by Hogan to start off with. Hogan's goal was well played all around, and then the ball came across the box and then Hogan kind of got it from Begovic. He caught the ball and then kind of dropped it, but Hogan was there to make sure he could put it away. So that was a great start, and we moved forward from there. We had another shot which was saved by the keeper, another shot which hit the post. We were on top. We also had that ball that went over the top and Pedersen cracked it into the back of the net, but he was just about offside according to the linesman. We never saw a replay, so we can't judge it 100%. But we were on top at that point. We were playing really nice football. We were playing really well. But conceding the goal, everything just went downhill. We went back to our normal selves. We suddenly started looking like we could concede more goals. And going into half-time at 1-1 was a painful thing to do, because we definitely did not deserve to go in at 1-1. We deserved to be in the lead. We deserved 2 to 3 goals in that first half in my eyes. Our passing was quite nice. We played quite well. We got 5 corners. We had big chances. We had 6 shots inside the box. So we were getting there. Their goalie made 2 saves, as made naught. So their first shot went in the back of the net, and it was a bit annoying because Hogan lost the ball up the pitch. They started pushing forward and they lumped it up in the air, and Dean went rushing out, as he does, to try and win the ball. Wins it but doesn't win it very far. They then control the ball and play it straight through Dean and Colin, through a mark of Dean and Colin, and nobody's really marking Danjuma, who puts a lovely shot into the back of the net. And they didn't deserve it, but when they scored it, it was a wonderful strike by Danjuma and a great run by him as well. And as you can see over there, I have given Danjuma man of the match. So half time 1-1, you're looking at it thinking we need a little bit of tactical masterclass really at half time. Change it back into our favour. Start playing for our football again that we were playing at the start of that game. The attacking momentum just wasn't there, and we didn't do that at the start of the second half. Going into the second half, it was very disappointing because in the 61st minute they scored. Now when that happened, once again, it's going to seem like I'm trying to just blame him for this game, but once again the ball was put across and and Harley tries to win the ball, doesn't try to win the ball, kind of steps back from his player. Wilshere then nods it over the top of him and Etheridge into the top corner, and you can't forgive something like that. It was a bad mistake, and one that you can't be making. Not going in for that tackle, not going in for that header. If he'd have pushed himself towards Wilshere, if he'd have given away a penalty even, if he'd have at least put himself in that position to want to win that ball. But he didn't. He didn't want to win the ball. He conceded the goal. We're losing 2-1. We're on the back foot again. But then we start up again. We bring on Raheem Harper. We bring on Lecco. They brought on Philip Billing for Jack Wilshere at this point. I thought that could have been a turning point in the game, actually. Because when Jack Wilshere came off, we started playing a little bit better. Raheem Harper started playing a little bit of football. Lecco started doing a bit more pace down the wings. And then I did scream on Twitter for Scott Hogan to come off at that point. And Scott Hogan went and scored another. A lovely ball across by Ivan Sanchez. And just about gets the edge of his head on it to send it slightly the other way. Puts it in the goal. It's 2-2. We're back in it. We need to keep this going. Keep the momentum going. Keep the passion going. Keep the promise of possibly getting some points out of this game. Keeping ourselves out of this relegation battle. Stopping ourselves being put into relegation. Into the relegation places. And at this point, I still thought we were crying out for a Sam Cosgrove sub. We were crying out for someone in midfield. We were crying out for someone like San Jose to be brought off. I don't know how he lasted the full match. He just was. He was getting weaker and weaker towards the end and was desperate to be coming off, but he didn't. So then obviously they scored. Danjuma getting the assist, decent goal again, but still looking for that 77th minute. So you've still got 13 minutes to play here. 13 minutes to play with. What's your first thought? You've got someone who scored 2 goals. You've left him on. He's got 80 minutes in his legs. In the 85th minute, you bring him off for a striker that's a tall striker. You bring off your right back for another right back. It's 2 very strange decisions for me. And if we were going to do something like that, I would have brought San Jose off, stuck Cosgrove on and put Cosgrove up front. And pushed onto the one wing. I'd have put Lecco on the other wing. I would have had Sanchez. So if you would have had that, then you'd have had Cosgrove up front, Hogan up front, both hassling their defence, one with pace, one with height, one with power. So you've got the power, the pace combination, which is something we needed at this point, and he just didn't do it. He brought on Juki and Valerie in the 85th minute. Not a lot happened. We started to look a little bit better when that happened. He then brought on Sam Cosgrove for Ivan Sanchez in the 90th minute, which was realistically a waste because we were all crying out for him to come on, and then he brought him on the wing. Now, to me, that's not the correct decision to make. You can't be bringing on a centre-forward on the wing when you're losing 3-2 and you're in the 90th minute. If you're bringing him on, you're putting him up front, Lecco up front, and Juki up front. Put all 3 of them up front. Don't put him on the wing. You need to put as much pressure on their defence as you can. But once again, the tactics of Aitor Karanka go wrong. They make a couple of subs and it ends 3-2. So, looking at the stats, we have played well. 9 shots, 6 on target versus their 8 and 4. We had 6 corner kicks, so we pressured them enough to put the ball out there, put the opportunities to get corners in there. We did give 19 fouls away, which is a mistake, really. You can't be giving fouls away against a team like Bournemouth if you're asking to concede goals. We had more big chances. We had 2 big chances versus their 1. We had 7 shots inside the box to their 7 and 2 outside to their 1. Their goalie made 3 saves, has made 1. On all these stats, we're looking like the better side. Yes, they had 57% possession, but we're not a possession-based team, and they are. these are the kind of things we need to be looking at. Losing the possession 172 times. Now that's a lot of times to lose possession when they've only lost it 148. But hey, so moving down, looking at the attacking momentum, we have quite a bit of attacking momentum in this graph. As you can see, middle of the first half, we have quite a lot. Middle of the second half, we have quite a lot. So the points where we played the best, we had the most attacking momentum. So that's what we need to be looking at. There is positives out of this game. Looking at the league table, so obviously you're looking at the whole league table this time, as I've been able to get the whole league table in on this recording. You've got us in the bottom three, third from bottom, with Sheffield Wednesday with a game in hand that they're playing tonight, I think. They're playing, tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. They might be playing it soon. It says on here that they're playing another game soon. But they've got a game in hand. You've got Rotherham with 2 games in hand and Derby with a game in hand that got postponed today. Just looking at that, you're looking at a lot of pressure around us with teams with games in hand, teams with the opportunity to get points ahead of us. If Sheffield Wednesday win that game in hand, we are second from bottom. We are the team in the most pressure because Wycombe are gone us. Wycombe are gone. Wycombe are not pressure to any of us. They're on 16 points, 28 points to get out. You're not getting that many points to get back. But the pressure is on us. And is Karanka the man to do that? I don't know. But on to the ratings. I gave Etheridge a 5.5. 1 minute, let me just move this. I gave Etheridge a 5.5. I gave Colin a 6. Colin, I thought, played alright football. He made some mistakes but weren't great. I gave Harley Dean a 5.5. Now from that 5.5 I looked at what Birmingham Live gave him and he got a 4.5. So I might have been slightly generous. A 6 to Friend. I thought he played quite well. He had some alright passages. He didn't make too many big mistakes. Yeah. Pedersen didn't play great. Got a 6 for me. Wasn't as bad as Harley Dean, so didn't deserve a 5.5. But wasn't up to the standards of other players. San Jose 6, nothing special happened. He made mistakes. He shouldn't have been on the pitch as long as he did, but once again, that's not his problem. He's not the man to make that sub. Sunyik getting a 6. Once again, didn't do anything special, didn't do anything particularly wrong. Gardner with a 6.5. I thought he played better than some of the other players. Once again, playing that further forward role that doesn't suit him overly well, but he did it well for himself. Sanchez gets a 7. He set up a goal. He set up a couple of other chances. He cut back onto his left quite a lot, but he started to play the ball in other ways. So I thought he looked better than others. A 6 for Bella. Bella made some bad shots, bad crosses. He made some other problems, but wasn't too bad. And Hogan getting an 8. He scored 2 goals. He could have scored more. He got brought off at the wrong time, definitely. And just couldn't be the kind of thing that we needed to do. On the bench, Harper got a 6. Lecco got a 6. Valerie got a 6. And Juki got a 6. Because none of them really did anything. So I don't think they deserve to go up nor down. And Cosgrove got a not applicable because he was brought on in the 90th minute, so he had less than 4 minutes to do anything. I gave Danjuma man of the match for the whole game, and Hogan gets man of the match for us. I thought a couple of their other players played quite well. I thought Brooks played quite tidily. I thought Wilshire played alright. I thought it definitely changed when Wilshire came off for Billing. Billing started playing quite well as well, so it wasn't that big of a change, but there was definitely pressure on us. And now the pressure increases into the next game, which is Luton Town at home. You need to be looking at that game as it's a very important game and pretty much has become a near must win, because Luton are 15th. We're obviously 6 points behind them, which is quite a lot in terms of a team that can't really win. In terms of a team that could win a couple of games, yes, if we won our next 2 games, we could be right behind them. But we've got Luton Town at home and then Millwall away in the midweek after that. We've got a week off. We've not got any cup games, so we need to get our heads back in the game. If Karanka doesn't go, if he goes, 2 very different prospects. If he goes, you need to get someone in as soon as possible to sort this out. If he's still here, he needs to change the way he thinks about his tactics, because his tactics aren't working. Unless his tactics are to take us to League One, the 3-year plan is not working. The players that he's got, he should be doing better. Cosgrove should have been coming on earlier there. Lecco could have done more if he was put in the right places. I don't personally think that he picked the right team in the first place. And you've got Roberts, who was red carded in the last game, who wasn't able to play in this game, which is a problem for us. But we need to look at it. We need to change something, and something needs to change fast. Otherwise, League One is very much beckoning. So, thanks for watching or listening to this podcast or video. Keep right on to next Saturday, Luton Town at home. St Andrews, the place we're struggling to win at this season. But who knows? Let's hope we can get 3 points, lift ourselves out of that relegation places, and push ourselves back towards lower mid-table. Keep right on, guys.